bare feet in the jasmine, your hand brushing past my sleeve, orange light on your collarbone. I swear it slows how I breathe.
Tea gone cold on the table, petals crowding around our knee. You laugh but your eyes look distant, like you're listening to hidden key.
Stay in this sunset garden till the colors all fall asleep. Let every shadow soften while your heartbeat counts my heartbeat. Don't say we'll see about tomorrow, just lean into what we can keep. Stay in this sunset garden where the sky sinks slow and deep. Trumpet echo from the terrace, like it's calling us by name. Block bells in the ivy, every shimmer spelling stay.
I keep almost saying love you, then I hide it in a sigh. But the way your shoulders tremble tells me you already know why.
Walk that path stone by stone, bare soul, bare phone, no screen light, just a glow on your cheekbone. You say slow down, but you pull me closer. I'm on my pulse like a four-leaf clover. We don't talk plans, we just trace veins. Gold on your wrist where the sun blood stains. Every step syncs up with your soft laugh. I'm a little too gonna do the math. You're a half remember dream in a silk dress. I'm a promise in a whisper, I ain't say it yet, but the breeze keep flipping your hair in my face, like a sign from the sky saying claim your place. So I do too, hands at your waist, no rush. You look back, whole world hush. Snare taps match all the things I ain't confessing,
But your mouth on mine turns a silence into a blessing.
oh, this garden keeps our secret